Good morning. How you guys doing? Now, I'm not here to talk about politics. It's nothing to do with politics at all. But unfortunately, it might sound like I'm talking about it, but there's a point to this whole thing. All right. I just have to talk a little bit. It's really about Taiwan, United States, and China. What's happening? As I said before, has nothing to do with politics because I really don't like talking about politics. I know what politics is. They are owned by the bankers. All right. They're puppets for the bankers. So I don't care about that. Anyway, now I said before in one of my recording, there's something going on in Taiwan. The Chinese are basically trying to get their hands on Taiwan. They need their hands on their ports. It's like one of the only ports in the world China really don't have possession of. And there's a channel that lead through Taiwan, which is extremely important for China. And let me elaborate more on that and what's happening. Now, there are aircraft carrier in the Indo-Pacific Ocean, United States. They send it over there. Basically, the United States, the U.S., they don't want China to get hold of Taiwan because China is growing so fast, and they don't want the Chinese to be too powerful. But I was just doing some research. I was reading an article basically with the Pentagon. They run basically 12 simulation on, let's just say they go to war, in the ocean using the Navy. And every single simulation that they run, they see that there is no way for the United States to win. No possible way at all. They basically telling them the head of the Pentagon is telling the government like, don't do this. It's not even if you're going to lose, you're going to lose really fast because also the Chinese have the most. Actually at this point the Chinese have the most biological weapon out there out of any country, and a lot of you guys are not aware of this. But and also the Chinese have the biggest navy in the world, and that was like starting a month ago. They were announced with the biggest navy. All right. Now I run the numbers. As I said, I'm not a war guru. I don't really believe in war because I know what war is. All right. Now there is three aircraft. The Chinese have three aircraft carrier in the Indo-Pacific. The United States have one. Chinese have three. The United States have one. All right. No, the one is protecting Taiwan, and the three is trying to take over Taiwan. All right. Now, 12 assault ships. The United States, Chinese have 12 assault ships also in the ocean. The United States have four. All right. That's 12 to 4. Sorry, 12 to 4. I'm sorry. I can't put up 12 fingers, but 12 to 4. They also have, the Chinese have 108 multiple air combat ship, 108 multiple combat ship. The United States have 12. That's what they have on the water. Now, I'm not, as I said, I'm not a genius at war. I'm not a war guru, but I'm a numbers guy. And common sense tells me that there is no way the United States can win, can beat the Chinese if they're fighting each other on the water. All right. Now, the Pentagon said the only way they probably have a chance of winning is with airstrike using the Air Force, using drones. That's like the only way. And that's a small possibility for them to win. As I said, I'm not here to talk politics, guys. I'm telling you what's happening. No, there is a point to this whole thing. And I will get to it. I will get to it. But first, I have to kind of, beat around the bush a little bit, feed you guys information before I get to the main point. All right. Now, as I said before, it's not a good idea for the US to go to war with China. And I'm getting to the point now because this is the strategy the Chinese will use. Now, when you guys go to Walmart and buy your food, as I said before, stack up on your food, start looking on the canned food, especially packed soups. A lot of these stuff that we use, look where they're made. I'm going to pause a little bit. Look where these products are made. They're made in China. Now, the strategy the Chinese will use, again, if they go to war over Taiwan, is to cut off the food supply that they have coming to the United States. I'm going to repeat that one more time. If this happened, if the war happened over Taiwan, the Chinese will cut off certain things from coming to United States. And one of the main thing on their list is food supply. I'm going to go back to the point again when I told you guys to stack up on food. So when I actually found this out today, I was reading, doing some research. It also hit me again why I should be stacking up on food. Because there's a high possibility this will happen. And the Pentagon is basically telling the government not to go to war because they have, for every single simulation they ran at the Pentagon, they realized that there is no way they could win this. Absolutely none. It's not possible. The Chinese Navy outnumbers the US Navy right now in the water. As I said, I run the numbers again. 12 aircraft carrier. Chinese got, 3 aircraft carrier to 1 aircraft carrier for the US. 12 assault ships to Chinese have 12 assault ships right now in the water. The United States have 4. 108 combat ship. 108. The Chinese have 108. The United States have 12. 12 combat ship to 108. So there is no way. It's impossible. The tension is still happening over there, over Taiwan. As I said, the reason why the Chinese want Taiwan, I will go back, is because of import and export. The Chinese are now the #1 export country in the world, especially they need that channel to bring goods to Europe. That's why, all right? They're now the Chinese, the #1 trader with all the European countries, the Chinese. If you guys didn't know that, now you do. All right. So, guys, as I said before, this has nothing to do with politics. I don't care about politics. I don't care. I know who they are. I know why they're there. They're there because of the bankers. I call them the gangsters. All right. Now, let me go back a little bit. There's a central bank in the US, the Federal Reserve Bank. I'm sure you guys are aware of it. There's also one in China. At the end of the day, if this war happened, you know who's going to make all the money? Are you guys aware who's going to make all the money? You know, I'm going to break it down why I don't care about politics. The bankers. You know why the bankers are going to make all the money? Guess why the bankers make a lot of money in war? War is big business. I hope you guys are aware of it. Because you need fuel to maintain these machinery. Plane need fuel, ship need fuel, tankers they all need fuel. Who own all these fuel company? If you guys do your research, you'll know who own all these fuel company. I do, because I do my due diligence. They're owned by the same people that are printing the currency. Now, Nathan Rothschild's mom said it best. After the war at Guadeloupe between France and England, yeah, I'm going back to my history. I think it was like 1760 something, 68, between France and England, the War of Guadeloupe. That's when the Rothschild took over the Bank of England. You know what Nathan Rothschild's mom said right after that happened? If my sons don't want war, there will be no war. Because these people, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, they are the one that fund war. They fund war because it's big business. So I'm not looking at US versus China. I don't care about that. I don't care. That's all politics, politics, or whatever you want to call it. That's the distraction. It's the bankers, guys. Now, if they move forward, I know for a fact it's because of the bankers. All right. Now, the result of this, if it happened, is that the Chinese will cut off certain things coming to the United States. I'm giving you guys some homework here. All right, just to wake up a couple of you guys, because you guys are sleeping on me, man. When you go to Walmart, when you go to Publix, wherever you buy your groceries, especially canned food, you don't really have to look at, don't with the meat, the raw products, the vegetables, don't care about that. The packaged food. All right. I want you guys to start looking on the labels of these food that are packaged and put on the shelves. And I want you guys to see where these products are made. I do it all the time. I look at the ingredients, I look at where they're made, what they're made out of. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people. I like to, I like to know what I'm putting in my system, what I'm putting in my body. And you guys are going to be shocked that 90% of your products that you put in your cart are actually coming from China. Yes, it's true. I've actually seen bottled water coming from China, what boggles my mind. So, guys, I'm telling you, when I say stock up on food and get ready, because every single angle I look at and every single information I actually get inside my head and start processing these things, one of the first thing that hit me is shortage of food. All right. I don't have to go in a scenario with you guys. I've done that before. I'm not trying to repeat myself. But this is the reason why I brought up the US, the Chinese, and Taiwan and what's happening over there. This is how the Chinese will retaliate with the people that live in the United States. All right. If this happened, and there's a very, very good chance it might, because the US Navy is not backing down at all, even though they're extremely outnumbered. They're now in the Indo Pacific. That's where they're at. No, the media is not really putting a lot of attention on this, but for you to know what's going on, you got to do your research, folks. I don't really care about the TV. I don't care about the news. I know what the news is. All right. Notable events, whether in sport, notable, worthy of attention. It's not truth. They just want to get your attention for a little bit, distract you with something. And so they keep you stupid. That's basically what it is. All right, folks. So be prepared, guys. The future is going to be extremely interesting. And the what I'm seeing, they're going to be a serious lack of food. It doesn't matter how I look at it. That's what it all boiled down to in my head. People are going to be starving. So I can't stay too long. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I appreciate you guys for always watching my video. I love keeping you guys informed. This is this is how we can get through this the best way possible, and to be ahead and not to fall short, because a lot of people are going to fall short. Trust me. Oh, a lot of people are going to, this, whatever's ahead, whatever's coming, is going to hit a lot of people by surprise, and they're not going to have no clue how their life start falling apart. But it will, I promise you. Guys, be safe. I love you guys, man. You guys be safe and have a great day.